back from this video. We move to the actual the PlantUML modeling. So the first section is the UML related diagram, and we're starting from this sequence diagram. Within the mind map there's quite a lot the different type of those diagrams. I will try to go through this one by one, one diagram per video, or if that's the diagram is simple enough, we may have one or more than one diagram modeling within one video, but let's keep this video as small as possible so that we can allow you easily to switch on your interested topic through these map parts. Okay, let's directly go to the model. So first, within this chapter 1 sequence diagram, it's mentioned the 5 characters. I put that here. So intuitive syntax, textographic, correlation, and here is the efficiency crafting graph. This is also I like is most is because it can show, you can preview that is they can do the visual while drafting, and also easy edit and the revision. Revision I mentioned in the first video already. So here is if you already have my free plan installed, so you can see I try to group. So as I mentioned earlier, we have 10 section under UML related diagram, 10 section under non-UML related diagram. So that is the key sequence of the content. And on the first one, sequence diagram is total. If you expand all of them, there's 43 subsection. I try to make them into certain parts, but I should say there's no hard those separation. It just I try to see some of those diagrams may have certain linkage, then it's group them. But I still try to do this one by one. So for today, we will do the basic example for sequence diagram. You can also try to see if there's some videos have the relationship each others. You can watch them as a group altogether. So that is one. Second one is here in the VS Code, as I mentioned, I use that for demo to you. So this is my last videos working the path. You can back to here. I already create 01. So cd 01. Use a tab, then you can come to here. Now it's empty. What I will going to do is I will use this subsection number as the code title. So every one is I will create every diagram. I will create one code, and then after this creating, we can have the preview. Then we generate the PNG file. So I will mention that how to configure in VS Code to generate our PNG file. Then you can also use VS Code as your primary tool. But as we also demoed the last during this the get started video, if you watched that already, I show you how to do this in the command line. So if you have the PlantUML jar file installed, you can use this jar Java jar command and point to your this the PlantUML file, then it will generate a PNG file by default. So that is something we can mention. So first, let's create is I will use 01 underscore 01 dot. Yeah, I use this as the file, and I keep adding. And you can add some metadata for here. So later on you can copy those metadata. So within the VS Code, you don't need to do that add. As I mentioned, you can just use start UML. You can find here, then press enter. It will add that for you. Start UML is to start the sequence diagram. So this is the default diagram for the PlantUML. So and normally, I suggest you do this pair first. Start with rand. That is similarly like the HTML tag. Is I would also hope is you have that pair at first, so that you can forget about the closing tag. That's for the programming language. That's the same as those the curly parentheses. So try to do this pair first. So then let's see. So this basic sequence diagram has two messages from Alice to Bob and two message back from Bob to Alice. You can see the message from Alice to Bob is the solid line. Back return message is the dotted line. So let's see the syntax. So first is you can have Alice. You don't need to define that. We will declare the actors or participant in the next part. But if you don't mention anything or don't declare participate, it will put the name inside a rectangle. So that is by default. It's very user friendly. So just use one hyphen with the right direction angle arrow. So with another the participant. With this comma, and you can have the space, but space is not mandatory. So authentication request. So once you have that, let's open our preview. So you can see here in the live the preview, you can already see this the diagram. So you can have the second. So let's see, I have to Bob is another one, is another. So you just write down that is from top to bottom. If you want to see here, I want to see another authentication first. So and this one second. You can just put that upper than your original one, so that you can feel is the PlantUML is just try to interpret your code from the line 1, line 2, line 3. So your code sequence will also be the rendering sequence or rendering order. So, and then we may have our back is from Bob to Alice. And this authentication and response. So now you can see you just use this same arrow, then that is a solid line. The difference is if you have this double hyphen, you will get the dotted, not the solid. So this is very direct and very visualized and user friendly. So you can use Bob to Alice, but as mentioned, is to improve readability. People also intend to use this vice versa direction. So that means I always see the Alice in the left and the Bob in the right. So I keep putting the Alice in the left, but I change these arrows direction. So like here, so you can see you get this arrow same as this second line. So but now is getting the more readability, I should say. So I agree with this way. So if you just have this sequence diagram and with multiple participants using this the different direction of arrows actually give you a very nice the code to share with your colleague. So authentication and request response. So now you have this one. So we already finished this. Now let me make that bigger. If you already use the VS Code, then let's see. So you can come to the command. This setting and go to the setting. Here you can find this some settings. Try to search PlantUML. So from here, there's several settings I can mention that. I already update certain things, but I will mention that to you, what's the original figure. So first is this one, PlantUML export format. So by default, if you don't change that, this is empty. So which means is whenever you use the command within VS Code try to export to our image file or to the other format file, it will pop up a list. So here is let's back to the by default. And here, if you just install this extension, this one was checked by default, which means it will include in a folder hierarchy. And also another part is included is here. Is on the originally is in our out directory. So that means is they will create our out OUT under your working path. Even I now is put this 01 underscore sequence diagram for a subfolder. But actually, when I open this folder in VS Code, my working path is this PlantUML in action. So that means is they will create our out subfolder and put your the generated PNG file or other file is in that folder. So this is not same as your purely the command line export. That will export to whichever the folders your original PlantUML file is sitting. So what I changed that is I don't want to have this out. So I just change that to dot. So that means is they go to the working file, just create that into working file. And also I uncheck this export subfolder. So these four parts you can make the setting. And after that is when you do that is you can go from I think it's a view command plate, Control Shift P, but you can use this shortcut. So when I do this is I recently already used this. If not, is you can type PlantUML. Then you can find this line, export the current diagram. You already activate your current diagram. Let's try to click that. Then you remember is I change back to default as the empty. So now is every time they will allow you to change or select which formats you want to export. So let's just export to PNG. So when I do this, you can see here, successful export the diagram. You can view the repo, one diagram, one file export, and they export to your working file. As I mentioned, this working file is the folder. Working path is the folder when you load your code into the VS Code. So it's not your current subfolder. But here is you get this one because I skip to export that to out OUT subfolder. So it's just here. So this one is what you get this export. So I will do this on every diagram before closing the video. Is we generate this, and I didn't find a way easily is for VS Code is to generate in my current folder. So what I have doing is I will leave that and move this to the current folder. So after every diagramming, you will have two files. One file is the source. One file is we will generate that to like this PNG file, and I will sync to the GitHub. Okay, I think that is the hope is you finish this basic example to know the two directions, arrows, solid lines, dotted lines, and using the by default participate notation. I mean by default means you do nothing. The PlantUML is already give you that. For next sample, in next video, we will show how to declare in the participant. So see you in the next one. Bye for now.